Hey guys, welcome to the 13th episode of this series, and will probably be the last, most probably be the last. So it depends on how fast I'm able to round off what we have to discuss today. But okay, quickly, I'm going to continue from where we stopped. And in the last episode, the 12th episode, I stopped at page borders. And now I'm going to be explaining the next menu. Although I'm not going to be explaining all, I'm just going to touch the basic ones and then leave the rest to advanced training to know the other details like that. Okay, so on layout menu, we have the margin, and this margin is something I've explained when I was trying to explain the indentation and the margin break using the ruler. And okay, so but here where we have the margin command, it also helps to automatically get it done just by clicking on any of the presets that are available here. So from this we have a list: normal, narrow, moderate, wide, mirrored, office 2003 default. So you can pick any of those that fits your work layout, and just with one click you have your document pick that the margin. So you see I clicked on narrow, and you can see that it automatically adjusted my margin to become smaller than the way it was. Okay, I'm going to undo that, but I just control Z on that and it's back to normal. So you can decide to, I just put it on wide, and you can see the response to there. Okay, so apart from the margin, there is also orientation. Orientation meaning the orientation of the page. Sometimes if you have going to take an example for you. So this is a typical example of an A4 paper. Alright, so if this A4 is like this, then this is portrait or tall. Then when you have it like this, it is landscape or wide. So that is what the portrait is all about. So you can have your document sometimes, especially when you are working with tabular documents, you can have it in the landscape format, which is this. You see now the page layout is now wider than it was. So this layout now is called landscape, while the other one is called portrait. So they are both A4 sizes but in different orientations. So that's that. Then the next one is paper size. So we have different paper size. We have the letter, the tabloid, legal, statement, A4, A3, various paper sizes. So, but for Microsoft Office Word, you are limited to this. Or if you want to customize, you can go for more paper sizes. Then you can customize your paper size of choice, and then click OK. Then you have it. So this is letter, which is the default. We are currently on letter, which is the default. So you can choose to click on A3. A3 is wider than that, you see. Let me zoom out so you see. So that you see the entire paper at once. So this is the entire paper at once. I'm going to change it back to A4 now, or letter, which is the default. You see it became smaller. So there are different paper sizes depending on the kind of documents you want to prepare. So you choose what's best for the document. Alright, so the next one is column. To explain this column, I'm going to have to open a document, the usual document we use, which is the history of computer. Alright, so let's say I want to put this document in column. Column simply means dividing the single page into maybe 2 or 3 sections. So you can have it back to layout. You can have this same document in 2 columns. So let me zoom in a little so that you can see. So as you can see now, what's displaying on the screen there is that the screen is now divided into 2 columns. So the document is not distorted. The arrangement is still the same, but the only thing now is that it is divided into 2 columns. So we have the first column on the left hand side, right? So instead of by the time it ends at this abacus, number 1 abacus, then the last word there is abacus. The new a new statement starting with the abacus. So normally it's supposed to, the next line of statement is supposed to be the next page, since this is the last word in this page. But being that we've now split it into columns, it will not move to the next page, but instead of that, it will move to the next column, which is the right hand side of the same page. So that is dividing it into columns. So this document now, from the abacus, it continues to operators. So the abacus operator moves the beads according to certain guidelines to complete arithmetic computations. So that's just that about columns. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to undo that. Then there is page break. I think I've explained that earlier. Then there is number line. That is each of the lines of the document. You can give it numbers. Then there is hyphenation, indentation. I've discussed all of this before. So this indentation, you can go to my previous videos. You will see where when I was explaining the ruler, the function of the ruler, I explained indentation in details there. Okay, so and this position, wrap text, they have all been explained in previous videos. So you can easily go to my previous video. I can't remember which episode right now, but you flip through between episode 6 and 10. You should see where I explained where we're talking about pictures and shapes. I explained these commands: this position, wrap text, bring forward, and send backward. All of this have been explained in the previous episode. So you do well to go back to all of this and you understand some of those commands. Alright, so like I said, I won't be going into the other details. These are for advanced Microsoft packages. So let me quickly brush through view. So view, like the menu implies, it's just the way you view your document. Okay, so if you want it in a read mode, you want it in the print layout, you want it in the web layout, let me just click on any of it so that you see. Okay, so this is this view mode. So I'm going to move to the next page, or maybe I can even turn to a slide now. So you can easily click this. So click on escape. You press the escape button to get out of the read mode. So let's say there is a document and you don't want all these commands, you are not formatting anything, you are not editing, you just want to read, the document. So you can put it on read mode, which is the first one, and then it makes it much readable. It takes off all the menu and all the commands, and then all you do is to just use your arrow key to press next until you read the entire document. So then the next one to use is print layout, which is always the default layout. This is the print layout. I just zoomed out, so stay the same, the default layout. And then the next one is web layout. Okay, this is the web layout of that same document. So everything that is happening here is just the view, the way you view it, the way it is displayed. So and that is that. There is no complication at all. So I've taken it back to the default now. Alright, then there is ruler, grid line, navigation, all of this. So in case you open your document and you can't find the ruler, so let's say the ruler is off, so you can easily come to view and then check the ruler, then guidelines, and then all of that. Zoom in and out. These are just commands. You can just play around all of this and you understand the different commands. So now let's say you have different windows. Windows in the computer system is any of this. This is my own definition now. So any running software or anything at all that is running on your system and it has these three commands: minimize, restore down, or maximize, and then close. Anything at all that you're running on your system that has these three commands, they are called windows. Okay, so if this is saying new window, it means maybe you want to open a new document but not in this window, so it will create another window for it. Then arrange all. You can just try it out, play around all of this side by side, view side by side, meaning the window you just opened, you want to view side by side. It's looking like I'm rushing. Okay, I'm just trying to compress everything within this episode so that we'll end it and then start Microsoft PowerPoint. Alright, so switch windows. So I originally opened these documents where I was explaining all of these commands, and that's why you have it there as under switch window. So because this is a different window, and then the history of computer is also in another window, so that's why we have the two there as each representing each windows. So, well, those are the basics of Microsoft Office, and I'm glad you stayed through the episode, maybe from the first episode till the 13th episode, which brings us to the end of Microsoft Office Word. If you have any question concerning any of these commands, the comment section is open. Do well to ask your questions in the comment section, and I'm always ready to give an answer to every details. All right, so once again, thank you very much for being part of this process. Microsoft Office Word has come to an end in this series. In this series, and I'm going to be the next video I'm going to be posting is about PowerPoint. And don't forget, like I said in the introductory video I posted earlier, the PowerPoint is going to be very interesting, and we are going to be explaining different slideshows, transitions, and how you can use PowerPoint to make amazing animation for your business for your business advert or your brand advert. So I see you in Microsoft PowerPoint. Thank you. Bye for now.